So it's time to get off your couch, strap on the headgear, and get ready. It's time for Takedown TV. All right, Coach Armbruster, the beginning of the season, actually you've had a tournament, a dual meet, and a triangular already. Are you pleased with your progress at this stage of the game?
You know, I think we started off really, really well. The Faribault Invite was a pretty tough tournament with 15 teams there, including teams like Apple Valley, Casson, who are not only ranked in the state but in the country. And then there were a couple other ranked teams in Hutchinson and New Richland. We wrestled real well, finished third, so we placed ahead a couple ranked teams, and fell to Apple Valley, who won it, and then Casson, who was second. But I know both those teams didn't have a full lineup there, but at the same time, we felt pretty good about our kids well. and how they wrestled. It was a good start to the season. It pretty much solidified what we believed about our kids, and that we have a small squad this year, but they're pretty tough. I don't know the following week then against Owatonna, and then the triangular against New Prague and Lakeville North. We didn't wrestle anything like we did on Saturday. It was just kind of we had a lull. Our body language said, "Boy, I'm tired. I'm beat. I'm."
Coach Armbruster pushed him too hard in the wrestling room.
Something like that. But we talked. I on the bus ride home, I even talked to one of our captains, Matt Becker, and said, "Are you guys tired? How do your legs feel? Do you have them under you?" And they thought, no, we feel good. It's just we just didn't. We have
one of those nights.
Just not wrestling well right now. I made the comment to the editor that it was December 8th. That's okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to have it? No, but I'd rather have it December 8th than February 15th.
I hear you. What do you have coming up?
Well, we're going to go down and we're going to wrestle Rochester Century on Thursday. We travel there, so that'll be a 7:15 dual meet. And I know Rochester, they have good numbers, but they're very young, very inexperienced. So our boys will have to go in. They're going to have to wrestle hard because when you get a young team, they're usually pretty scrappy. There's not a lot of technique all the time, but they keep fighting. So we're going to make sure that we go down and we wrestle tough and hopefully come out of there with a win to get us moving in the right direction this year. And then that'll follow up. We follow up on Saturday in a very tough Kenyon tournament. And then we got some time off before we get back into Big 9 action with Austin again.
Okay. How about I know in talking with some of the guys, they work pretty hard during the off season. You want to highlight on some great off season performers and maybe even some sweet surprises. Anything eye opener for this year at this time?
We had a number of kids that were at camps. We have a great group of kids that are in Coach Frank's fitness program in the summer. And you can definitely see those kids and the improvements that they've made, both mentally and physically, when they step out on that mat. Guys like Cody Mock, who came out for wrestling for the first time last year, and really struggled to find 4, 5, 6 victories. Fortunately, they came at great times last year. He really helped our squad. But I think he's a kid that's really turning some heads already early in the year. He's what is he, 4-2 on the season, I think, or 4-3? So he's off to a really nice start, and I'm excited to see how he's going to finish up. Guys like Robert Tate, who are, he had a couple varsity matches last year, but now he's full-time in there. He's looking good. Andy Ness, who was a wrestler of the week for us this week, first varsity action, and he's off to like a 5-2 start.
And
as
he's
well.
young too, right?
He's very young, yeah. So some of those guys are doing great jobs. Tyler Broughton and Trevor Morris. Then you got some real young guys like Ryan Mullinex, who's an 8th grader, who's off to a great start as well this year. Josh Allmacher. So there's a number of individuals that are in there and working hard. We got some spots that we need to solidify a little bit right now. We're forfeiting 152 pounds. We'd like to get some some guys built into that position. You know, right now, one of our captains, Josh Palmer, is kind of going back and forth between 45 and 52, and that gets to be kind of hard sometimes on a guy. So, you know, he's doing a great job for us in filling those roles, but I think he wants to solidify a spot, make that his, and then, you know, get on a tear. So, you know, if we do some of those things and keep guys like Matt Becker rolling, and, you know, Logan Hortop, who's also in there at 195 and 220 for us, you know, we'll do some great things. One guy I think you want to keep an eye on this year as well is McAdam. He's just you remember coaching Joel, you know, Uncle Joel Shima.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that mentality and that attitude where he just
that's good.
He gets after it. So he's fun to watch.
Aggressive style of wrestling.
Very aggressive. Yep.
All right. Well, one thing I know for sure is come January, we're going to see improvement. Come February, we're going to see improvement, because I know that's what Coach Armbruster's teams look forward to, is getting better every time they set their foot out onto the mat. And
1% a day.
1% a day.
Get a little bit better every single day.
All right.
You know, thanks.
The best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Go Falcons.
All right.
We're at the start of the season, 2011 wrestling season. You've had some competition. I'm with
Matt Becker.
Matt Becker.
And Brandon Peters.
And Brandon Peters. I believe the first you opened up with the Faribault Invite, the Dick Shields Invite, and you were both champions. Why don't you tell me, Matt, why don't you start and tell me about what weight class you're in, and review a couple of those matches. If you won by a pin or won by a decision, beat any ranked wrestlers, etc.
The first two I pinned, and I'm at 182 pounds. And then the second two matches, or the third and fourth matches, I won both by decisions, and I'm not sure if they were ranked, but they're pretty solid matches.
Pretty solid matches, great. Brandon, how about you?
My first two matches, I got pins in the first period. And in my finals match, I won by decision, 4-3.
4-3 over a pretty tough kid, if I recall.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Was he ranked?
I think so.
Yeah. What have you had since the Faribault Invite?
We wrestled Owatonna, and then we went to a triangular or whatever with New Prague and Lakeville North.
Okay, and both of those we ended up getting beat, but we've got a long season. We've got a incredibly we're just in December, and my understanding is you're both ranked wrestlers at this time of the year, which really is, it's a nice honor, but it's meaningless, because every day you got to go out and it's on the line. Personal goals that you've set for this year, Matt?
I want to make it to state, and hopefully I'll be all state this year.
You keep working hard, keep Coach Armbruster pushing you, and that job or that goal will be achieved. I know that. I know you're a hard worker. Brandon?
I just want to take it match by match and focus on staying healthy this year.
That's great. That's a pretty important part. If you're not healthy, it's tough to achieve those goals. So best of luck with that. Next match is?
Century.
Just a dual meet against Century.
Yep.
All right. Good start of the season, 2 champions, and the best of luck to you the rest of this year and in January, starting out in 2012.
Thank you very
Good luck, guys. We're at the start of the 2011-2012 high school wrestling season, but I'm here with Brad Babcock, and the youth program has been going for quite some time. Actually, the elementary program is over already. So why don't we start with that? Go back to the elementary program and tell us how many kids were involved in the end of the year.
Our elementary program, we started in October. We go for a month, we go for 4 weeks. What we do is we have dual meets within the schools, Lincoln, Jefferson, Roosevelt, and the academies. We had the numbers of right around 150 for the whole program, for the elementary program. And then once that gets done, Then we go right into our club wrestling. And this year, right now, we have about 85 wrestlers in the club.
Great. You have a like the elementary program. Back to that is it's team oriented, right? And school against school. Who won the competition this year?
This year, Lincoln won the dual meet competition between all the schools. Then we have, at the end of that, then we have individual, end of the year individual tournament, put them in 4-man brackets, and they wrestled 3 times, and we had a bunch of champions on that one as well.
Unbelievable, 150 kids, great feeder program, and we all know that's what it takes to have a great program, is to work with that kindergarten, first grade, second grade, get them started early and keep them interested and get them all the experience that they can.
Yeah, it's a great feeder program for our club wrestling. It's a lot nicer going right into our club wrestling after our elementary. The kids know what a referee position is, know what a singles and doubles are, so then once we get into our club, we can go right into teaching more than just the basics. We can go into a little bit finer details of the moves and stuff like that, and it's been working out really well for the last 5 years.
Okay, so club wrestling right now, you started how many weeks ago?
We started about 3 weeks ago with our club
Any
wrestling.
competition?
We've wrestled 2 individual tournaments, one in Owatonna. We took about 45 kids to that one. And then we wrestled our own Faribault Invite for our elementary K through 8th, and we probably had about 50 to 60 kids in that one from Faribault. We had a total of 210 kids at the tournament total. Then last weekend we went to Albert Lea as a team and ended up taking 4th out of 8 teams there for our team competition, a dual youth tournament.
Great. We have a gentleman here that we'd like to introduce.
This is Riley Reesed. He's from
Riley. Good
He goes
handshake.
to Lincoln, correct? He goes to Lincoln. He's a 5th grader. He started wrestling in 1st grade, so this is his 5th year wrestling. He's one of our kids on our team tournament and one of our leaders in our in the room right now, being a 5th grader in our elementary practices.
So Riley, were you a champion in the elementary program?
Yes, I got first place then.
Got first place. Do you remember your final match? Did you win by a decision or did you win by a pin?
I won by a pin.
Won by a pin. That's great. So how old are you?
I'm 10.
How many years have you been involved in wrestling?
5 years.
It's a great sport, isn't it?
Yes.
What other sports are you out for?
Football, and that's it.
Just football and wrestling. Wrestling your favorite sport?
Yeah.
Tell me about some of your moves. What's your favorite takedown?
Just a double leg takedown.
Just a double leg. How about a pinning combination?
Cradle, half Nelson.
Great. Cradle, half Nelson. Do you like going for that pin, being aggressive?
Yeah. But sometimes if I can't get him pinned, I just let him up and take him down again to get the points.
Okay, so you're thinking about the team all the time, huh? That's great. Riley, congratulations, and look forward to seeing your name in the future. Way to go.
Thank you.
Today, technique session is brought to you by Knockout Merchandise. Jeff Swanson, he's a supporter of Faribault Wrestling this year, so we're gonna show some offense on the feet from what we're gonna call short O, off a front head or off a snap, both situations. So basically, how you get into this position, of course, just like any position, you want to make sure you're in good low position. If your opponent is going to be coming in, stalking on you, let's say maybe he takes a shot. Okay, we don't want to have him in on our legs. What we want to do is make sure we can get our legs back on a sprawl. All right, so when he's coming in, I'm going to sprawl here, okay? So a good position is when I hit my sprawl, I've got head position, okay, where I'm pressuring down. All right, now a lot of our guys get into this position, and what we find is they maybe leave a leg here where this guy can come in on a shot, or we come in some front head position in here, and what happens, they suck that arm in and we get dragged by. So what we're going to do is work some short O a little bit. So on this shot, what I'm going to be doing is I'm in here with my hands up
in this position. So this hand, I'm right here. This hand, I'm in here, or I'm on the head. Okay, I'm not sucking in down here. I'm staying in this position. Okay, and what I like to do from right here is, as I put this head down, I'm just going to come and block on top. Okay, block on top here. Coming here, dragging by. Okay, so again, he takes that shot. Boom, I'm coming right on top of that head immediately. All right? Again, as he comes down, boom, here. All right, so I'm blocking, I'm grabbing that tricep, and I'm just gonna rip, post, come around. Okay? So if I slow that down here, and I pull this, I bring him to my right. My right arm is on his head, bring him to my right, and I block. Okay, now I'm going to scoot around here. I want to keep my feet moving all the way around my opponent. All right, again, where do we get in trouble is when we stop and we come to a knee. Okay, so the difference here, if I'm stopping, I'm on my knee, this is going to give your opponent time to react. So a little bit quicker on this. If I'm in here. Okay. I'm in here. Boom, here, block. See how I'm on my toes? Okay, coming around. Here, block, coming around. Little go behind. Okay. So we like to call that our short O. It's just it stays in good position from our stance. And this guy's coming out and taking a shot. Now, we can also get there by being the aggressor as well. Okay, when I come into my opponent, I come into my inside tie. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you this way. I bring my hand that's here. One hand's pulling in, one hand's pushing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the head. Boom. Okay, here, which opens up this side. The inside. Push, push to the side. And now I'm going to come around. And what's going to happen is this is going to come to the mat, okay? Quick go behind. Coming in here, work. We're working, we're fighting. Moving, fighting. Boom, snap. Kind of sloppy. I think I'm getting old. Here. And if you notice, especially the young guys, if you're watching this, what we're doing is we're redirecting him, okay? I'm not snapping him to my leg, all right? I'm redirecting here, to the side. Okay, and this foot actually was gonna move a little bit as I come around. Matt, anything to add? No. Some of our short O. Thanks for watching Takedown TV with Faribault Wrestling. See you next week.
And now I'm with the Falcon Wrestler of the Week, Andy Ness. Andy, what grade are you in?
10th grade.
10th grade, and the competition you had this week was against Owatonna. And then you had a triangular with New Prague and Lakeville North.
Yep.
Tell me about those matches.
Owatonna match, I won. I got lucky right at the end there, but I kept with them. And then my New Prague match, I won with a pin in the third period. And against Lakeville North, I won in the third period. I think it was 4-0.
Great. So you said you got lucky. You know what? You keep that score close to the end of the match, and good things can happen if you really want to win. You know you're going to win, and you're aggressive at the end. You keep that match close. I think a little bit about it is I think you probably really wanted to win that match, and probably not as lucky as you thought you were.
Probably.
You've got a Rochester Century match coming up. You have any goals that you've set for the year?
Get a pin, 16 points.
16 points. Go get 16 points against Rochester Century. How about individual goals?
This Saturday we have a tournament. I want to take first.
Okay. Good job. The best of luck to you, and keep working hard. Coach says that next time the referee might not let you wrestle with long hair, so you might have to get it trimmed a little bit. You what?
I'll get it cut.
Andy, good luck to you. Nice job. Congratulations.
Light on your feet, light on your feet. Go, 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 go.
You keep that leg, pull back in. Drop to it, that's right, that's right.
Really going to go.
Nice box, nice box.
Trying to go towards the edge. Not Trevor, the other guy. I'm in the middle. I didn't notice him. Well, like every time I saw Trevor getting close to a takedown, the guy back up towards the edge. Finish strong.
That's right, circle to it, circle to it. Drive up your feet, stay on the mat. Rotate your head up. Anchor. Anchor. Toes. Two hands on there. Hey, laces, laces, laces. Drive to that shoulder. You got it posted, drive to it. Drive to it. He's over the top. Good shot. Hey, elbow pull, elbow pull.
And then now, for 2.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! Don't let him seek it in, seek it in. Pressure. Toes. There it is. There it is, baby. There it is. You got time, you got time. Yeah! Thank you, buddy.
Aaron Burke cast Lamar Williams at Burke cast Williams.
Yes, yes! There you go! Hook that bottom leg! Hook the leg! Yep, scoop it! Scoop that bottom leg with your... Keep forward pressure!
Head down.
Don't let it in!